Can y'all hear me now? I'm sitting here talking to y'all and y'all can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? See, what my first thing I was going to do this on on a separate video and then put it on here. But well, I'm going to assume that you do hear me, and I'm going to begin. This week, Tuesday, 2 young men were killed. 2 young men were killed. One is a homicide. Thank you. One is a homicide, and one is believed by the community to be a police officer ran into this dude who was driving a bike. Okay, so I watched a video. One video that I saw that the police put up in the report, and it showed so many kids, and I'm sure there were some adults out there, but there was so many kids hanging out. Thank you. It was so many kids hanging out there, and a lot of them was on bikes and all type of stuff. Okay, they was chilling, but let me ask you this, like, and I don't have much time because I'm trying to eat. I got to go back inside and cook something, but why is it that you allow the kids that live under your roof to go out, some of them without masks, in crowds, and you allowing these kids to come back in your house? So they gonna be the death of you, right? Because that shit is not happening in my house. I don't care whose blood is running through your veins. If you decide you're going to go outside of this house and disobey the rules, it's a fucking pandemic. I don't care how old your kids are. If they live under your roof, then you should have some type of fucking control. Y'all gonna die. If it's not in the streets of this foolishness, then it's going to be from this pandemic and your horrible parenting. Yeah, you still have a job to do. You know what I'm saying? You letting these kids out here do all of this shit, man. I saw crowds of kids just out there, you know, and some dumbass adults too. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, yo? Like, it takes a village to raise these kids, man. And if I had driven by there, I would not be celebrating with those kids. I would blow my horn and tell them that they are fucking wrong out here spreading this fucking disease even worse. It's hitting our communities worse than any other communities. And this is one of the reasons why, when you want to ask that question, why is it hitting the black community so much more? Not only are we the workers that are the essential workers, but we are also adding to the shit too by not controlling that shit. You have to control them kids, man. Now 2 kids are dead because they was out here in crowds, yo. No masks. You know what I'm saying? They out here partying in the streets. Oh, because it's a nice day. I know it's hard. Everybody's tensions is up. If somebody say the wrong shit to me right now, it might end up on the news, because everybody's tensions is high. But we gotta think, this is life or death, man. This is life or death. And no matter how old your kids are, if you have a great understanding that life is only once given, then you will speak to your kids, man. Try to keep them in the house. If you love your kids, speak to them. Speak to your kids and make sure that they know this is serious. Make sure they know that this is serious. Don't let them be the death of you coming back in your house after doing that shit in the street. If you saw your kids on that video, you better be talking to them right now. You better be talking to them right now. If you saw your kids in that video, it was pretty fucking clear to me. My kids ain't in that fucking video. But Poughkeepsie is not that fucking big. There was a lot of y'all fucking kids out there. A lot of y'all's kids was out there, yo. You better talk to your kids. You probably sick. You probably sick right now because you don't give a fuck. You better talk to your kids, yo. They shouldn't be out here like that. I don't give a fuck how it started, what conspiracies that we've heard is that the fucking aliens dropped that shit down. I don't know what the fuck. I don't care. That shit is here now and we need to deal with it as such. We need to deal with it. You know, everybody wants to be outside and having a good time. Do what you're supposed to do. Do it safely, but keep your life. You know what I'm saying? Keep your life. Soft asses. A lot of y'all kids was out there, yo. A lot of y'all kids was out there, yo. Had I seen my child, yo, we would have been having a conversation through the motherfucking door. You might want to find a shelter. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're safe, but you're not bringing that shit back in my house. Nah. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Y'all grandmothers, some of y'all live with y'all mothers, y'all grandparents, you got other little babies, your nieces, your nephews, your grandkids, and these little knucklehead ass between 14 and 25 looking ass kids out here bringing that shit back to your house and you don't care about that shit? Don't ask no questions how it's affecting the black community if you part of the fucking problem. Nah, don't be asking no questions. Now, on the flip side of this, I hope that, I'm trying to spank the shit out of y'all because y'all need to grow the fuck up. Y'all out here hanging with the kids out here in these crowds. Are you kidding me? Stupid. Y'all stupid. Are you kidding me? Wake up. That shit is here. Like, we got to deal with it. All right. I'm done with that shit. On the flip side, the officers that were involved in this motorcycle child, the kid, he's a kid to me. The kid who got hit and off the bike and had the accident and passed away. They are saying, first of all, they're using that fucking coronavirus social distancing as, somebody... It happened, a kid was shot in the head by an off-duty police officer. He was too close to his car, but that was 3 o'clock in the morning. These kids were hanging out, and it was broad daylight. So the social distancing, yeah, nobody deserves to die for that. Lest it be their own consequence. You know what I'm saying? Like if they brought the disease back to the house and y'all all fucking died. That's the only way I would say, okay, you took that L. You should have took that L. You should have took that fucking L because you was letting your kids out here doing what the fuck they want to do and bringing that shit back to your house. I would say that. Tough shit. But not when it comes to police using that as an excuse for killing anybody. That can't be the excuse that they weren't. If they weren't out here in crowds, this wouldn't have happened. No, sir, you're wrong. You're so wrong. Had whatever vehicle not been where it was, doing whatever it was that crashed with this dude, been there, then it wouldn't have happened. They didn't crash because of COVID-19. So don't use that shit, trying to use that same shit the governor or whatever the chief police used for that shit that happened at 3 a.m. This was not 3 a.m. This was broad daylight. This was bright afternoon on a sunny day. No mistakes there. We'll deal with our kids on the side when we have to tell them what we want them to do and what we don't want them to do. But you're not going to use that as an excuse for why this child died. Somebody should be angry. It's not my kids out there, but I've always been involved in this type of activist type shit. So it bothers me. I love kids. You know what I'm saying? But they're not going to be the death of me. No, honey. No, you won't. and ask anybody who really fucks with me. Not going to be the death of me. You can get far the fuck away from me if you think you're going to bring that shit to my house. Now, who's not angry at this shit? Where's, the people who have kids here? Aren't you afraid that this may also happen to them? Don't you want to talk to them? Don't you think you should? You might seem like a caring parent if you did. I mean, if you want to show anything besides your ass on the damn book, Anyway, I was so angry, honey. I was so angry when I heard about that child getting killed on that bike. And when I heard it, it was told to me that the police officer hit the kid with his car. That's what I heard, but that was from, like a neighbor or something like that. But I did some more digging and investigating, and I'm not done yet, honey, because you're not going to get away with running over a child on the bike. You're not going to do that. It's like a motorcycle or something, ATV, I don't know. Maybe he tried to stop him in his tracks and ran him over with a damn fucking car. But that's not, somebody should be mad that they even said that. Did you see the article they put out? Did you see the article they put out about this child dying? It hardly spoke of the child. The person, the kid, the semi-adult, it hardly spoke on his life. Who is going to miss him? What kids he may have had or left behind. They didn't speak in sympathy. They used this COVID virus as an excuse for his life being taken in that accident. And that's not fair. And somebody should be upset about that. Somebody should be upset. That's me. I'm upset. I don't like it. I'm doing something about it, believe it or not. I can't speak on it. I can't speak on what I'm doing. But somebody needs to speak up about this. Somebody needs to speak up about this, man.